Hey guys, so today I want to give a quick update on Facebook, and one of the reasons I'm watching their stock right now is that they might actually be on pace to break $300 a share for the first time in the history of the company here. Now, Facebook is honestly a huge social media company. They are the biggest social media company, bigger than Snapchat, bigger than Twitter, etc. And the market is honestly pricing them very, very highly. I remember just a few years ago, I was looking at Facebook around the $200 to $150 price range, and I thought they were expensive back then. And now we're looking to break 300. You can see just by how inclined this chart is that it has been an insane run ever since the economic downturn towards the mid of March here. So Facebook is an absolute runner here. They've been a monster on the stock market. And just like we've seen with other stocks such as Shopify or Tesla, they're having such an inclined level of growth here that it is impossible to do technical analysis on their stock. You simply have to just hold and pray because there's no indication of when this stock is going to stop running or continue running at these all-time high levels. Now, I always tell you guys, do not trade a stock at all-time highs. However, I think that Facebook is a different beast here. Now, just like Apple, we've seen them increase over and over and over in the last few weeks. Every single week from now, uh, since March, has been absolutely green and has been on an increasing frame here. So I definitely would recommend this stock long term. I think they will easily break 300. They might test a level once or twice and then pull back to maybe around this 295, 296, where we're seeing the daily resistance today. However, $15 in a single day with no news basically is absolutely insane. Now, they did expand their e-commerce features, and you guys know they did have that thing about the Libra Facebook coin, and they also launched competition to TikTok. So a lot of these and they also as well did competition for Zoom. So they're really trying to take an Amazon approach here where they just jump into any market that is technologically related and they think they can dominate in. And you can see that their earnings have been benefiting greatly in the last few quarters here. They've had around 7 or 8 quarters of completely green earnings here where they hit above what is estimated. And that is honestly perfect for a company that is going to continue increasing into the future here. So that's why I'm keeping a very close eye on Facebook at this $300 level. There's no doubt in my mind they will break this $300 level because of the way they've been running, because of the hype around this company, because of the fact that the stock market every single day is hitting new all-time highs and shows no sign of stopping. These companies are just going to continue running up indefinitely. And as a swing trader, as a long term investor, especially, you are going to be benefiting a lot from seeing positions like this where there's a lot of energy in the stock and where the stock is going to move. So now I kind of want to show you guys how, even if there's no technical analysis potential, you can still tell that a stock is a very, very great buy at that moment. Now, if you come over to tradingview.com, I'm using the free version of their platform so you guys can tell that it is possible to use the free version and have great analysis here, just like if you were using the paid version, etc. here. So beforehand, I was watching their all-time high level here before the economic downturn at around 222 to be a key resistance, and unfortunately they smashed right through that. And then like I always tell you guys, once a resistance they break above, then the resistance becomes a support, and you can see that they were having a lot of trouble coming below this all-time high level. Looked like they were going to break out here, then came below one time. This is when I thought they might have a pullback to maybe around the 199 or 200 range. However, they decided to go on a moon mission and absolutely have broken out over $100 since this moment only a couple months ago. So now I'm going to show you guys why or how you could know that this kind of movement here, this incredible movement, this blast off was going to be coming, and especially in a short period of time, such as what we're seeing here. Now, the reason why I tell you guys it's not possible to do technical analysis is because there's no line, there's no Fibonacci, there's nothing you can draw on this chart to make sense of it. It is literally just a monster bull run to the tune of $100 here on a stock that is only worth around 200, and now they're up 300. So it's just a crazy move here, guys, and nobody could have known this was going to happen. Even if you're following the news on Facebook stock, it's going to be virtually impossible to know whether or not this is going to be happening. Like the news is very good, but it is not worth $100 on a stock that was only valued at 200 around 2 to 3 months ago. So this is some crazy insane movement here, guys, and it could honestly be showing a good pattern for the future of Facebook. And with all these companies doing reverse stock splits and stock splits in general, like Tesla or Apple, maybe Facebook will be the next company to offer this type of opportunity to traders. Now, with Apple and Tesla, the second they offered it, these stocks rocketed off around $100 to $150 higher than what they were, and especially with Tesla even more. Now they're around the $2,000 mark. So this is some insane movements here, guys, on a daily basis, and stock splits are all the rage right now. However, I don't know if Facebook is going to announce one. But like I said, guys, there is a way to know when a stock has a lot of energy here. Now, you can see that when they broke up above the level and then were retesting this all-time high, their candles were very, very melted. Now, anytime they were in the upwards direction, the candles look very full. However, in the downwards, they look extremely melted. Now, here we saw multiple days of increasing with melted candles and then a lot of energy. Now, what do I mean by energy? Means that whatever move happened for that day, the traders came in and reinforced that move. So if Facebook saw a decline of $2 here, $2 or $3 here, then you want to see that the candle closes, so the body of the candle closes below what the stock, or like above, or sorry, at the price that the stock was priced in for at that day. Now, for example, on this day, you can see that they opened at 231, and at some point in the day they went to 225, but the actual close was a lot higher at 228. So this is what I would call a melted candle, and essentially what these melted candles mean is that there was no strength in the market that day. Whatever price came in, it was on low volume, and the traders were very, very unsecure. People were just taking profits, coming in and coming out. There wasn't that strong price movement that you want to look for when a stock runs $100 or $200 here. Now, once they came down below here, you can see that they had a lot of energy to the downside. However, starting on this candle, they had some insane energy going in the upwards direction back all the way to this high at around 243 that they saw in the last few weeks, even coming after the huge breakout of their pre-all-time high here. So that would be the key signal for me to get in on a trade like this, and to know that in the future there's going to be a lot more energy coming into the stock. As you can see here, the melted candles continued, but a lot less than in the past here. And now coming into this huge monster run, the one that is worth around $70 to $100 here, you can see that most of the candles where they've seen this big day are full, completely full, and that's what kind of shows you that there is a lot of energy on this day here. So August the 6th, tons of energy. This day also had a lot of energy, but unfortunately they weren't able to hold up. And if you look on the hourly chart, it's going to be a better indication of when to get in, because a lot more of the candles will look full. Like this is during one day that this stock came back all the way to the 268. However, on the 1 hour, there might have been multiple hours where it was holding up at this all-time high of 278. So that's why if you're swing trading, you have to look on a smaller time frame than potentially the day to get in on a very good trade. However, you can see that right now, the last 3 or 4 candles have been absolute energy here. They've been absolutely full. They've been following through, and it's been a move of over $40 here to the upside. Now you can see that they are pulling back from the high today at 298, near 300. However, it wouldn't surprise me if we trade sideways for a day or two like here, and then come Friday or come Thursday, we see an absolute rip to the upside and come above the 300 level, maybe even to the 310, the way this stock is moving here, guys. So it's always important to do technical analysis. Even when you think it is impossible to do any, there will always be some kind of analysis that you can do on a stock to see whether other traders are in at that time, to see volume, to see MACD indication, to see RSI, how sold is it, how overbought is it. It's always going to be critical to your position to do this analysis. And that's why I definitely recommend TradingView.com, whether you use the free or paid platform. It's a great, great resource for traders who are looking to learn, who are looking to see this type of energy, see these moves before they happen, and that's why I always use TradingView, and that's why I always recommend the technical analysis here, guys. So as always, don't forget to like and subscribe the video. Keep a close eye out on Facebook. They are an absolute monster right now. I think they can easily hit above the $300 level with all the stuff they're doing, all the new stuff they're introducing as a company. And so that's why I will be making a large position to the upside in Facebook if they do see any kind of pullback here in the next few weeks. Hopefully we can get some kind of technical analysis indication, but if we can't, this is still a very, very good long-term position here. So just keep a close eye out, guys. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.